Now, we all know how important it is as Africa to encourage and breed and help or incubate younger entrepreneurs. The Elle Rising Star Award is given to a youngster that is outstanding in the fashion industry, kickstarting their career. Now, Kicking Doors took a turn to go take a look at what they're doing. Amazing things these young people are up to. Take a look.
The word beautiful probably doesn't describe it. I think they were all hugely talented. So it was so refreshing and it's always inspiring. To me, the word is inspiring to see young people who can conjure up design, sew even, select, sew, put it together, fit it on models and have them walking down a ramp. I mean, and they're final year students. Each designer has a story to tell, and our winner, Hunter, I mean, when you look at the detail and the layering, I mean, it's just extraordinary. And where he comes from, to North Africa, I mean, it's very appropriate to the times that he lives and that he sees and he creates it. I mean, I think fashion is art to me. It is a really expression, reflecting what's going on around and then reflecting it back into clothing that people wear. We are enabled because we have a great sponsorship with Mr. Price, MRP, and the whole thing is built so that they get an allowance to put those clothes together so that the playing field's also level. It's a combination. You can have the ideas of the designs. How do you take that to market? How do you make it? How do you select? How do you work out whether it's going to be work or not work? So to me it's that. And then the last thing is the staying power. I mean, that I think is the difference of people in business, is to enable them or to equip them with skills so that they can get over the setbacks and to be able to get into retail. I mean, things are shifting. There's so many exciting things happening now in Africa. It's not just about the big department stores or the big, international labels. I don't think government does enough. I'm sorry, I think that they're starting to. They have this amazing fashion council they put together. Nita was one of our judges. Has been spearheading a lot of that. But now what we need to see is training. We need skills development. And then we need almost the manufacturing support around it. So we need more local support. I'm not saying it's not there, but I think there's a lot of talking and not enough doing. We need the CETAs to fund training bursaries so that companies can employ more people like some of these designers so that they get to learn. They get to learn in the Mr. Price and in other retailers. We need that. There needs to be an incentive. And there needs to be an incentive for people to make this stuff. I think the future's bright because there's so much talent. And I think there's more energy and there's more goodwill now around building Africa Fashion Week. This is great. We're going to see fast track. I think it's what is rocking and rolling at that time we will see. And that's wonderful because it's all fluid.
I got the inspiration from a movie that is called The Road. And it's about a girl who survived an apocalypse. And I was trying to build her a very strong, auto-protective wardrobe. And I always had in mind my girl and what kind of girl I want for my brand. So my girl is an avant-garde, edgy girl who gets drunk in bars and just being herself. And I want really to make those clothes for her because I believe there's a lot of women like that. Moroccan designers use a lot of color, there's a lot of beading, there's a lot of sparkles, and I just didn't see the point of making another beaded, colorful, traditional collection. I just wanted to make a statement. Like, people want also to wear modern, unconventional rock and roll clothing. The future of my brand is to start with my collection, my next collection, and know what I'm going to do and focus on how I'm gonna produce my garments.
I got a lot of inspiration from supermarkets and get strong dresses. And everything kids actually. It was like a super big inspiration. Because I'm attracted to everything that is kids and colorful. I love menswear. Menswear is like the thing I want to go into more specifically. I love women's wear as well, but menswear is just more my vibe. I had a lot of challenges in making it because I had 33 garments and I had to make it in 1 week. So it was crazy because I had to make the patterns. I had to still go do like fabric shopping. There was like super fast students everywhere. I could get some help. That was great, but in the end, I couldn't make all of that in 1 week by myself. So it worked out in the end. So it's fun.
The name of the collection was called Lux, and it was basically inspired by Sport Lux, the rugby Springboks, a mermaid in the mix as well, and just modern art. I was in Milan for an internship, and it was basically sparked by me tasting gelato for the first time in Italy, and it just made me miss home and the whole made in Italy mantra that they're so proud of in Milan, then the whole of Italy. I thought, as South Africans, we aren't so proud of made in South Africa. We're not proud of our heritage as much as the other countries are. Instead, we're more proud of what happens overseas or internationally. So I thought, I'll just focus on something that I love and that what my father loved as well, because he loved rugby a lot. So I thought it makes sense. My biggest challenges when putting the range together were trying to get the message across as fast and easily and as sheer as possible, because sometimes it kind of gets lost because people don't really know how to pinpoint certain things. Some people just see fashion as a hobby or just art, and they don't actually realize that there's actually more to the story. So for me, it was trying to simplify everything and just make it very straight to the point.